Secretariat, can you just confirm, do we have a quorum for this afternoon's meeting? Secretariat? Good afternoon. Narinig po ba?
Check 1, 2, check.
Attorney Rob.
Good afternoon. Narinig niyo ako?
Yes, sir. Narinig na po namin. Inaayos lang po kanina yung audio.
Alright, sige. As I mentioned, let's just, siguro instead of just determining the quorum, let's go with the roll call, please.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon po. Welcome to the Bids and Awards Committee meeting. Kindly acknowledge once your name is called. Okay, for our presiding officer, our vice chairperson, Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventura.
Present, good afternoon.
For our members, Engineer Arnold Balucating.
Present.
Engineer Arnel Burlado. Ms. Amneris Gabriel. Engineer Elmer Gomez.
Present.
And for the provisional members.
They will consider dead end. In some cases, they will.
Okay. For the provisional member, we have Engineer Florian Atienza. For our TWG, we have Attorney Frank Marty, Edward Marty, Maria Cristina Balonon,
Present online.
John Christian Cala,
Present po, ma'am.
Ms. Odessa Cortez, Mr. Jo Marie Anthony Elhio,
Present online.
Mr. Alfred Sheldon Ceballos,
Present.
Engineer Jofferan Joseph Torrefranca,
Present.
For the BAC Secretariat, we have Engineer Leandro Varquez,
Present.
Ms. Elsa Casimiro, Eloisa
Present
Casimiro,
po.
Ms. Alma Bella Hilo,
Present po.
Mr. Romar Palivino, Thomas Duke Santos,
Present, ma'am.
Ms. Nina Cristel Ramasanta,
Present po.
and Ms. Sandra Serdan. We also have observers from the COA, PCCI, Internal Audit, and ASFI. So that's for the roll call for today.
For records purposes, can we just state, is there a quorum for this afternoon's meeting?
Meron na tayo. Yes, sir. We have already a quorum, sir.
All right. Sige. With that, let's proceed with the main items of the agenda. We'll start with number 2, submission and opening of bids for several projects. First being the replacement of ILS 06 for Ninoy Aquino International Airport, amounting to 65,377,804 pesos and 93 cents, an ANS project. We have submitted bids for this.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Sir, we have one submission, sir, from Philcox Philippines Incorporated po.
All right. Can we admit the bidder already? And let's proceed with the opening.
Representatives from Philcox Philippines are already present in the room, Mr. Chair, and may we request the representatives to please introduce themselves for the record. Thank you.
My name is Ian Esoliore of Philcox.
My name is Richie Piscador from Philcox.
Mr. Chair, to continue with the first agenda, 2.1, may we request to open the bid of Philcox Philippines, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. Representatives from Philcox, can you please verify if this is your bid for this project?
We confirm that is our bid, sir.
Thank you. For the record, the bid of Philcox Philippines Incorporated is sealed and also signed and marked also. The bid was submitted today at exactly 1:43 p.m. Proceeding to open the bid, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, inside the main package are two envelopes labeled as original technical component and original financial component. Proceeding to open the technical component, Mr. Chair. The technical component submitted by Philcox is composed of 3 volumes. Sorry, correction, 4 volumes. Volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 3. And Volume 4. Checklist, please.
Okay, checklist for the technical component envelope. Valid PhilJobs registration certificate.
Certificate of PhilJobs registration with platinum membership, with the certificate validity until August 5, 2023, submitted.
Registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, DTI, or CDA.
SEC certificate with registration dated December 12, 2016, submitted.
Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's permit with expiration date December 31, 2022, issued by Makati City. Submitted.
Tax clearance per EO number 398.
Tax clearance with expiration date November 23, 2022, submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started.
Statement of all ongoing and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid.
SLCC, submitted.
Original copy of bid security.
Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed, notarized, submitted.
Design requirements per BDS 21.1. Number 1, system interconnection design diagram, signed and sealed by a professional ECE.
Interconnection diagram, submitted.
Siting location design plan, sealed and signed by a PECE. Siting location design plan.
Citing, design plan, submitted.
Power or electrical grounding, transformers and cages, manholes and cabling system design plan, including electrical system single line diagram, signed and sealed by professional electrical engineer.
Single line diagram ba yun? Power, electrical, manhole design, and single line diagram submitted.
RCMS interconnection plan.
RCMS interconnection diagram submitted.
Project work schedule or plan.
Project implementation schedule submitted.
Original latest versions of OEM, equipment, technical characteristics or specification, manuals and brochures of proposed products.
Technical configuration characteristics submitted.
Copy of the PRC certificate or clear photocopy of PECE or PEE license of the signing PECE, PEE.
Copy of PRC of Engineer Sande, professional electronics engineer, and Engineer Raimundo, also professional electrical engineer, submitted.
Copy of PTR of the signing PECE, PEE.
PTR of Engineer Raimundo and Engineer Sande, submitted.
Certificate of good standing from accredited professional organization shall be submitted.
Certificate of good standing for ano ba to? Engineer Raimundo and Engineer Sande, submitted.
Signed compliance statement to relevant sections of the IKO Annex 10, Volume 1, Radio Navigational Aids.
Annex 10. Compliance to IKO Annex 10, submitted.
Item number 1.5 of Section 7, Technical Specifications, which is Certificate of Site Inspection as prescribed in the BDS.
Certificate of Site Inspection conducted by Engineer Soliva. The certificate signed by Engineer Joy Hermosilla from the FICU of Manila CNS facility. Submitted.
Bid bulletin numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Bid bulletin data number 1 ba yan? June? Correct. Bid bulletins dated June 6, June 17, June 23, June 29, July 8, July 18, August 5, August 12, August 26, and August 31 submitted.
Accomplished Annex A, ITB number 10.1,
Accomplished Annex A, ITB 10.1 form submitted.
original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate,
OSS signed and notarized with secretary certificate, also signed and notarized submitted.
certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government.
Affidavit stating that PhilCAAP Philippines has no pending case against the government, signed and notarized submitted.
Legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP ELS.
Legal clearance issued to PhilCAAP Philippines valid until December 6, 2022 submitted.
The supplier's audited financial statements showing, among others, the supplier's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BAR.
Audited financial statement of PhilCAAP Philippines received by BIR and stamp dated May 6. May 6. May 6. Submitted.
The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, or NFCC, or a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank.
NFCC computation in the total amount of 693,913,420 pesos and 27 centavos. Submitted.
If applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement.
For this submission, JVI is not applicable.
Other documentary requirements under RA 9, number 9184 as applicable. Certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or product.
For this certification, not applicable for this submission.
Certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity.
DTI certification, not applicable for this submission.
So that will be all for the technical component.
Mr. Chair, having submitted required technical documents for this project, Philcox Philippines passed the preliminary examination of bid for the technical component, Mr. Chair. May we proceed with the opening of the financial component, Mr. Chair?
Please proceed.
For the record, Mr. Chair, the original financial component of Philcox is marked and sealed. The financial component also is provided with index tabs and are paginated, Mr. Chair. Checklist, please.
Original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule.
Price schedule for goods offered from abroad. And price schedule for goods offered from within the Philippines, signed and submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Financial bid form, duly signed by the bidder representative, with a bid amount of 63,370,000 pesos and 0 centavos. Reading again, the bid of Philcox Philippines Incorporated is 63,370,000 pesos. The bid of Philcox is within the ABC, Mr. Chair. For on-screen, Mr. Chair, is the summary for this project, replacement of ILS 06 for Ninoy Aquino International Airport with an approved budget for the contract of 65,377,804.93 centavos. Only one bidder submitted a bid with a bid amount of 63,370,000 pesos. Mr. Chair.
Okay, so that's all for the opening. Recommendation here, the
Yeah, Mr. Chair, based on the submission of PhilCaps, Mr. Chair, the TWG recommends for the conduct of bid evaluation of the submitted bid of PhilCaps to determine the completeness of the bid, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. We have a recommendation for the conduct of the evaluation. Do you have any comments or questions from our members? If there's none, then we can have a motion, please.
Motion, sir. I would like to move to adopt the recommendation of TWG for the conduct of bid evaluation for the bid of Philcax Philippines Incorporated.
All right, thank you, sir. So, second.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There being motion being seconded, the recommendation of the TWG is hereby adopted, and let the the bid that was opened be subjected to bid evaluation. All right. Can you just inform us of the results? Have it scheduled accordingly. Thank you. So, one, please, to the next item in the agenda. We have the submission and opening of bids for preventive maintenance servicing of building management system (BMS) at Philippine Air Traffic Management Center, an ANS project as well. Let's have the bidder earlier excuse, please, and then let's determine if there's submitted bids for this particular item.
May we request, please, the bidder? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Mr. Chair, to continue, Mr. Chair, for our agenda item 2.2, preventive maintenance servicing of building management system at Philippine Air Traffic Management Center under bid number 22007-04. This is a rebid project of ANS in the amount of 2,178,800 pesos. Mr. Chair, for this project, no bidder submitted. Any proposal for this project, Mr. Chair? This is a second bidding already, Mr. Chair, and the TWG recommends for the mandatory review of the project, Mr. Chair, prior to negotiation, per procedure, Mr. Chair.
All right. I think it's more prudent first that we have this declared a failure bidding. So, yes, what was the reason for the first failure? Wala rin nagsabit.
For the last bidding, Mr. Chair, nobody submitted also any bidding, Mr. Chair.
Is this the first time also that this is being returned for review?
For this project, Mr. Chair, yes.
Okay. Sige. Alright, so we have your recommendation for the declaration of failure for this project, and consequently for the return of the bidding documents and the project to the end user for review of the terms, and further to have this subjected to negotiated procurement. Do you have any questions or comments from our members?
Motion, sir. I would like to recommend the recommendation TWG. I would like to recommend the adoption of the TWG for the declaration of failure of bidding of this project, and then also the recommendation of TWG to return the project to the end user for review. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sir Arnold. Do you have a second?
Second motion, Chair.
All right, thank you. There being a motion to second, the recommendation of TWG is hereby adopted. Let this bidding be declared a failure for having no participants and specifically for the documents to be returned to the end user for review and to submit the same for negotiated procurement. Okay? Kindly, Secretariat and TWG can just coordinate this with the end user and make sure this is returned as soon as possible and have this resubmitted as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For our next agenda, under Agenda 2.3, supply and delivery of 30 pieces of 20-liter Pail lubricating gear oil to various radar sites. Under bid number 22-004-04, in amount of 1,500,000 pesos, an ANS project. This is the second bidding of the project, Mr. Chair, and also we have not received any proposal for this project, Mr. Chair. And the TWG, because of for this reason, Mr. Chair, the TWG recommends for the declaration of the failure of bidding for this project the second time, and that a per procedure be a mandatory review of the project, Mr. Chair, be conducted. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so this is similar to the earlier item. Do you have any questions or clarifications from our members? Any objections? There's none. Let's have a motion, please.
Mr. Chair, motion.
Alright, sir.
Uh, I recommend for the adoption of the recommendation of the technical working group for the declaration of uh, this project as a failure of bidding and for the mandatory review of this project.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Alright, thank you. We have a motion and seconded. The recommendation of TWC shall be adopted and the motion is carried. This is for failure of bidding and for the review of the terms for this project. Okay. Let's move on, please.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I would like to proceed with the item 2.4 of today's agenda for the submission, the opening of bids for emergency repair of damaged areas at Siquijor Airport due to Typhoon Odette with bid number 22-008-05 with an amount of 6,351,219 and 64 cents on ADMS project. Permission to proceed, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, please.
We request for the representative of the bidders. For the information of the committee, we have one bidder for this project. We request the representative. For the record, Mr. Chair, we have the Quicksilver Construction Services who bought the documents for the diesel project, and unfortunately, we do not have a representative from Quicksilver Construction Services online and physically. Mr. Chair, permission to open the bid of Quicksilver Construction Services.
Alright, we already noted first that there's no representative present. So any objections they have now is being waived, but they can still, of course, submit their letters accordingly. Please proceed.
Through the chair, I would like to recommend the continuation of the opening of the bid, considering that this is also a live streaming. So we can, I think we could continue the opening without the presence of the bidder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's really the procedure. I just wanted it noted on record, so that if they have objections on any of the procedures we observe here during the opening, they leave it for this particular meeting. But of course, they can always submit their motions through writing. Yes, sir. But let's proceed, please.
Thank you for that, Mr. Chair. Okay, for the bid of Quicksilver Construction Services, it is signed and sealed, Mr. Chair. Okay. Proceeding with the opening. Inside the envelope, we have the original technical component and the original financial component. Proceeding with the opening of the technical component, Mr. Chair. It is signed and sealed. So inside the envelope, it is with tabbing, with pagination and signature per page. Okay. Okay. Proceed. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the technical component envelope. Valid field trips registration certificate.
Field GIPS registration certificate, valid until April 30, 2023. Submitted.
Registration certificate from SEC, DTI, and CDA.
DTI certificate. Expiration date of August 25, 2026, submitted. Mayor's permit. Sorry.
Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidders located.
For the mayor's permit, date issued January 10, 2022, at Siquijor, with an expiration date of December 31, 2022, submitted.
Tax clearance per EO number 398.
Tax clearance, with an issue date of June 24, 2021, and an expiration date of June 24, 2022, submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started.
List of ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of single largest completed contracts in our government. Sorry. Sorry for that. Okay, again, statement of single largest completed contracts in our government and private, which is similar in nature or SLCC, submitted.
Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license or a special PCAB license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid.
PCAB license. Valid from July 1, 2022 to June 30, 2023, submitted.
Original copy of bid security or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration.
In a form of a bid securing declaration, signed and notarized, submitted.
For the project requirements, organizational chart for the contract to be bid,
Organizational chart, submitted.
list of contractors' key personnel,
List of key personnel, submitted.
list of contractors, major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreement, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment.
List of contractors' equipment, submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement or OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative.
Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized, submitted.
As attachment to the OSS, certification under oath, attesting that they have no pending case against the government.
Action. Financial. Picture. Wala nang legal clearance.
certification.
Mr. Chair, may we have a couple of minutes, Mr. Chair? We're just checking the submission of the bidder, Mr. Chair, on the document for the no pending case and the legal clearance, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, we have not received the submission for the certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government, including the legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service. Technical working group recommends that the BAC declares failure of bidding for non-submission of the said documents, Mr. Chair.
Meaning disqualification of the bidder.
And also disqualification to the Quicksilver Construction Services.
Sorry, I recommend dito. This is the lone bidder. Lone bidder ba to?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, kung disqualified to, magkakaroon ng failure. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sige, hiwalay natin na para klaro kasi hindi magandang pinagsasama. So, first off, anong recommendation nyo? Since may kulang na document, you're recommending disqualify?
Through the chair, I would like to recommend the adoption of the recommendation of TWG for the disqualification of what's that? Quicksilver Construction and Services for its failure to submit the required document for the bidding.
Alright, do you have a second?
Second motion, Mr. Chair.
Alright, there being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation for the disqualification of the said bidder is hereby adopted. Okay, and subsequently, there's another recommendation for the failure of bidding for this project, correct? PWG?
Through the chair, with that disqualification of the bidder, and it is only a lone bidder, I would like to recommend the declaration of the failure of bidding of this project.
Alright, do you have any second?
On that, Mr. Chair.
Likewise, the motion, the recommendation is hereby adopted and the motion is carried. Let it be noted, however, that let it be noted further that upon the declaration of failure, this bidding or the bid documents for this be returned to the end user for review. So this will be reposted, tama? This is the first failure. PWG?
Mr. Chair, for the information of the committee, this project is a rebid project. The TWG also recommend the mandatory review of the bid documents.
Yeah, okay. That's already given considering it was already moved and seconded that this particular bid be declared a failure. Okay, now I was asking for the purpose lang na my intention ba is to negotiate this? Do you have the end user here?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
the end users recommend for the negotiation of bidding for for the procurement after the mandatory review.
Okay, sige. So, as mentioned, this will be returned for mandatory review and for negotiated procurement. Of course, subject to the opportunity, the right of the bidder to submit their motion for reconsideration in accordance with the GBPB rules. Okay? Okay, let's move forward, please.
Okay.
Next, Mr. Chair, we'd like to move on for the item 3 for today's meeting, the pre-bid conference for the project entitled Supply, Delivery, Installation, and Commissioning of 1-year subscription for CAAP email services with 700 accounts with bid number 22-001-08 amounting to 3,200,000 pesos, and ODGMA is the project. May I request the MISD to present for their pre-bid?
Through the chair, may I request if there is a bidder online? This is pre-bid or not? Still pre-bid. Pre-bid conference, di ba? Yeah.
This is pre-bid, dapat may bidders tayo.
Mr. Chair, we do have 5 bidders online. May we request the bidders to please introduce themselves and the company they represent.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. This is Gladys Fernandez from LaQuest, Philippines.
Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Gladys. May we have another bidder present?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Shane Orozco from Globe.
Yes. Good afternoon, Ma'am Shane. Is there any other bidder po present today?
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Jessica Celis from NTT Data, Philippines. Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. We have already 3. We are advised kasi 5 po sila. So, any other representative or bidder from the online po? Okay. I think that would be all, Mr. Chair. May we proceed, sir, with the pre-bid conference presentation, sir?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, for this presentation, we have Ms. Cheryl Walikan from MISD to present.
To the chair, can we start? Okay. Good afternoon po. My name is Cheryl from MISD. This is the pre-bid for the supply delivery installation and commissioning of 1-year subscription for CAAP email services with 700 accounts, bid number 22-001-08. As a background, the ABC for this is 3,200,000 pesos. The delivery of goods as required would be 90 calendar days from the issuance of the notice to proceed. The bidding will be conducted through an open competitive bidding pass and fail criterion based as specified in the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. So as a timeline, September 6, the project was posted in PhilJeps. Today, September 15, would be the pre-bid conference, and on September 27, deadline for submission and opening of bids as per the ITB, it would be 2:00 p.m. For further information or questions, this is the address for the head of BAC Secretariat, Engineer Leandro Verquez. For the bid data sheet, for the ITB clause 5.3, the bidder shall have completed at least 2 similar contracts, aggregate amount, which shall be equivalent to at least 25% of the ABC of this project. For this purpose, contracts similar to the project refers to the contracts which have the same major categories of work, which shall be supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of subscription for email services, completed in 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. In ITB clause 10.1, the legal documents would be the valid PhilJeps platinum membership, including all the pages, or the registration certificate ng SEC, DTI for sole proprietorship, CDA for cooperatives or equivalent documents. The mayor's permit or the business permit issued by the city or municipality, tax clearance per EO number 398 series of 2005, finally reviewed and approved by the BIR. For the legal documents, as per the previous page, in connection with GPBB Circular Series 7, 2017, this bidder shall have the following options. You have 3 options: to submit the certificate of PhilJEP registration and platinum membership, including in its Annex A in lieu of the uploaded Class A eligibility documents, or submit a combination of the PhilJEP's registration and platinum membership, including its Annex A and Class A eligibility documents, identified in Section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR of 9184. Then submit all the Class A eligibility documents only, provided that the PhilJEP's registration and the platinum membership shall be submitted as a post-qualification requirement in accordance with Section 34.2 of the revised IRR of 9184. For the technical documents, this will compose of the statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. The form will be found in Annex A, Form 1 at the end of the bid docs. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or the SLCC to the contract to be bid, except under condition provided under the rules. This would be the form number 2 of Annex A. Original copy of the bid security. If in the form of a security bond, submit all the certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. This would be Annex B, Form 1. Schedule of requirements, Annex B, Form 2, and the conformity with the tech specs, it's Annex B, Form 3, which may include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and after-sale or parts if applicable. The original duly signed OSS or the Omnibus Sworn Statement, which is Annex B, Form 4, if applicable. The original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative. Original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving the full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do act to represent the bidder. These shall include all of the following documents as attached to the OSS, which is the certificate under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government, and then legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to the non-pending case of the prospective bidder against this authority, and include the bid bulletins if applicable. For the financial documents, the prospective bidders' audited financial statements, showing among others the prospective bidder's total and current assets, liabilities that should be stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And then, last but not the least, the prospective bidders' NFCC, the net financial contracting capacity. For Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or the JVA. As a reminder, applicable CAAP box standard forms included in this PBD shall be complied in accordance with the prescribed forms under Section 8, Bidding Forms, Annex A and B. Modifications and/or alterations on the stated requirements in the financial documents form shall not be allowed. Bids not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For ITB Clause 11.1, the second bid envelope shall contain the financial documents specified in Section 9, checklist of technical and financial documents. These shall include the complete accomplishment of all the following documents as stated. Original of duly signed, accomplished financial bid forms, original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule. Modifications and alterations on the stated requirements in this financial document form shall not be allowed. Applicable CAAP box standard forms included in this PVD shall be complied in accordance with the prescribed forms under Section 9 bidding forms. Bids not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For 14.1, the bid security shall be in the form of a bid security declaration or any of the following forms of the amount. The amount of not less than 2% of the ABC, which is in this case 64,000. If bid security is in cash, cashier's or manager's check, backdraft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit. Also, the amount not less than 5% of the ABC, which is 160,000, if bid security is in surety bond. For ITB Clause 15, each and every page thereof shall be initialed or signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Kindly take note of this. Submitted eligibility, technical, and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs or the ear tab and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order in the form of, example, page 3 of 100. Page number of last page of the document per envelope basis. Pagination should be sequential based on the entire span of the whole document inside the document. Bids not complying with the above instruction shall be automatically disqualified. Each bidder shall submit one copy of the first and second component of its bid. For ITB Clause 19.1, the bidder must render its statement of compliance or conformity with bidding documents as enumerated and specified in the Section 7, the technical specs. The form you're going to use is the CAAP-BAC-SF Annex B Form 2. Bids not complying with the above instruction shall be disqualified. For ITB Clause 19.2, partial bid is not allowed. The project is packaged in a single lot, and the lot shall not be divided into sublots for the purpose of bidding, evaluation, and contract award. For ITB Clause 20.2, the bidder with the LCB or the lowest calculated bid that complies with and is responsive to all the requirements and conditions shall submit its latest income and business tax returns, business licenses and permits required by law, such as the registration certificate, mayor's permit, and tax clearance, latest audited financial statements. Failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirements on time or a finding against the veracity of therefore shall disqualify the bidder for award, provided that in the event that the finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeitures of the bid security in accordance with Section 69 of the IRR of the 9184. Then for ITB Clause 21.2, the attached technical specs or our terms of reference for the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of 1-year subscription for CAAP email services with 700 accounts shall be an integral and inseparable part of the contract. So as a reminder, again, applicable standard forms included in the bid docs shall be complied in accordance with the prescribed form under Section 8, the bidding forms Annex A and B located at the last portion of the bidding documents. Modifications and or alterations on the stated requirements in the financial document form shall not be allowed. Bid not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. So for the special conditions of the contract, for SEC 2.2 terms of payment, payment of 100% of the contract price upon delivery, installation, and commissioning, and acceptance of the project. For inspection and test, the inspection and tests that will be conducted shall include but not limited to email account inventory and or whatever additional tests that the technical inspection team may require. For the terms of reference, for the general objective of this project, the objective of this project is to procure 1-year subscription of corporate email services with 700 accounts. This will help CAAP to provide organization legitimacy, improve personal and business productivity, enjoy a variety of email features, experience easy and convenient communication facility, and enhance corporate branding initiatives of CAAP. So the components and technical specification, for first part, there will be 300 email accounts with custom and secure, of course, custom and secure business email, full feature web interface for desktop, laptops, and mobile devices. At least 300 gig cloud storage. 30. Free integrated calendar and online storage, fully synchronized email on different devices such as the mobile and desktop, administrator dashboard, and standard support 24/7 phone and email support. Next would be the additional 400 email accounts. The difference would be same as the 300 except for the at least 500 gig storage and capable for video meetings with recording features. Hanggang dyan lang Trainings. Trainings must include setup, configuration for administrators, client support, and end users. There would be 1 session for the administrators or the administrations and 2 sessions for the end users. Trainings to be conducted on-site must provide training materials and must submit training course outline subject to approval, users, and meetings. That concludes the presentation. So if there is any questions to the chair, that concludes the presentation.
All right, thank you for that presentation. This juncture, we open the floor for queries or clarifications from our attendees, prospective bidders. If there's any.
Yes, hello, good afternoon. This is Gladys Fernandez from LaQuest. I also saw on the document that migration is part of the project. May I confirm your current email provider? Is it Google, Microsoft, or other providers?
We're using Google Workspace.
I see. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon. Question?
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned po no, you're using Google Workspace right now. For the 700 users po ba ito or ano po, 300 and ano po ba ang current setup?
We have an existing 350 accounts. We're going to increase it for gradually 700 and then eventually we're going to increase on a yearly basis.
Okay po. Ma'am, yung 350, yun yung current po natin with Google Workspace. Ano po yung license po nito?
Saglit. Basic.
Basic po, okay. So, bali ma'am, yung 400 will be additional on top of the 350. Tama po ba ako? Na-understand?
Hindi. Bali 350 plus 350 magiging 700. Pero dahil nakita na namin, may history na kung sino yung pwedeng standard, tapos meron kailangan kami mas malaking storage and the need for the recording for the meetings. That's why yung 400, nag-add kami.
Okay. So, balik lang po ako naman. So, yung active natin is total of 700 po talaga. Tama po ba?
Hindi, 350, tapos
Yung
mag-a-add lang ng another 350.
Okay, ma'am. Kaya po na-mention niyo po yung may migration.
Yes,
Tama po
yes
ba?
po. Yung existing ngayon na emails, dapat ma-migrate natin sa bagong email.
Yung bago pong, kasi ma'am,
Same name, ma'am, same name, pero yung
Na-rebrand,
naman,
opo.
oo, kailangan lang i-migrate.
Okay po, ma'am. Sige po. Kasi, ano nga po dun sa part na 500 GB na storage, with the new Google Workspace po kasi, wala pong 500 GB. Ang next na tier na po is the 2 terabyte user pooled. Ganun po siya.
Ma'am, at least naman eh. So, kung mabibigyan mo kami ng 2 tera, di mas masaya.
Yun nga lang ma'am, kaso nga lang po, there's a rule po ni Google when it comes to business SKU. Meron siyang seat limit na 300. So, with our proposal, we'll go to, ano na po, yung higher
Sa
SKU.
enterprise, oo.
Opo. Yung enterprise na po yung ano po namin sa inyo for this. Okay. And then, there will be a recording naman po, ma'am, for that. Sige po. So, itong 315 additional, ma'am, purely wala pa po siyang email na ginagamit right now.
Wala pa po.
Okay. Sige po. So, yun po yung na-mention nyo na migration na part, no?
Oo, yun yung iba-migrate. Yung existing, ilalagay natin sa new provider.
Okay.
New accounts. Pero same email addresses. We're using our corporate domain at caap.gov.ph.
Okay po. Ma'am, meron naman tayong access for, ano po na, the domain. Yung CAAP, when I say access, meron tayong full access to edit the DNS, mga ganun po.
Yes, meron.
Okay po. Sige, kasi existing na rin naman po ito. So, it's a matter of transitioning yung current ninyo plus the additional licenses.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay po. Sige, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
Yes, Ryan po from NTT Data. Ma'am, sabi niyo Google Workspace kayo ngayon. So, you are also looking at doon sa bagong license na ipagmamigratean. Also at Google or open kayo sa other platform?
Hindi kami pwedeng, dahil bidding, public bidding, hindi kami pwedeng mamili. Pero, sa migration, ano yun, kailangan, kaya nyo mag-migrate from the existing namin ngayon to any other platform na ibibigay nyo.
Yes, kaya naman po. Pero, I mean, we were just asking if, kasi baka at kay Google lang kasi yun yung existing nyo or pwede naman kahit anong platform. Migration is easy naman po.
Basta walang mawawala sa amin eh. Kung dadagdagan nyo pa, di okay kami dun.
Yes pa. Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, sorry, additional question po. Shane po ulit from Globe.
Yes, ma'am.
Regarding do sa training po natin, ilan pong attendees per session po?
We are looking na doon na lang sa open area, doon sa court para mabilis lang. Ilang attendees? Siguro sa isang session. Teka. Kahit yung dalawang session, kahit hundreds per session eh. Okay.
100 per session po.
Oo.
And then can be, ano po siya, no? Na-mention po dito, pwedeng remote or on-prem.
I think the document.
Sa experience kasi namin, kaya nilagay namin on-site. Kasi
Apo.
pag ganyan, mas madali kasing turuan yung mga tao. Mas nafe-feel nila pag nakikita ng kesa sa online, mas mahirap. Lalo na dun sa mga magiging bagong users namin.
Okay po, ma'am. So, 100 per session po. Sige.
Ma'am, can I also ask, if ever we increase the number of session, can we lessen the number of people?
Pwede. Ano naman yan minimum namin yung 2 sessions. So, kung kayo, magbibigay kayo ng more than 2 sessions, okay sa amin yun.
Okay, thank you. And then may I also ask, how many administrators do you currently have?
2.
So the administrator training will be attended by 2 people.
Sorry, ma'am?
The admin training will be attended by 2 people.
2 or more.
2 or more.
Isang
Alright.
session lang naman eh, oo.
Thank you.
Do you have any further questions or clarifications?
Ma'am,
Go ahead.
sorry, yun po. For the SLCC, kailangan po ba government or in the private sector din po yung may provide namin for the SLCC?
Dun sa presentation, any government or private sa SLCC, two projects aggregated siya. 25% of the total project.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, 25% total ng dalawa or 25% per
Total
project?
ng project. Hindi.
Okay.
Aggregated siya, 25% ng ABC ng project. Pakibalik lang po dun sa SLCC. Nasa BDS yan eh.
Ma'am, question po habang hinahanap po yung ano.
Wait lang, hinahanap po
Lang po, ma'am. Ma'am, okay lang po. Mag-add lang ko ng question habang hinahanap po.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, currently, sino po yung provider natin? Is it through Google po ba or a local partner po?
Local partner. Local partner.
Pwede po ma-disclose, malaman po sino po.
Hindi yata pwede.
Sige, ma'am. Thank you po.
For verification, ma'am, if ever, mag-i-issue na lang kami ng bid bulletin for clarification po dyan sa 25% na yan.
Sige po, ma'am.
Any further questions? If there's none, let me just remind the bidders as well that we still have the opportunity to submit your queries in writing until 10 days before the scheduled opening of the bids. So kung merong mga tanong na hindi nyo na-raise ngayon, you can still submit them through our secretariat in writing. Alright?
Sir,
Sorry.
pwede po. Go ahead.
Yes. Ngayon for my BCB. Sorry, late attendance po sa private. Regards bid data sheet po under for the omnibus po, meron dito, shall include the following documents as attached to the omnibus. Number 1, certification po for the no pending cases. May form po ito, same with number 2.
Yes, ma'am, nandun po siya sa form nasa dulo ng ng bid docs. Pero yung certification po yan, pupunta po kayo dito sa enforcement and legal service po ng CAAP. I-issue po sa inyo yan for free.
That's for number 1, ma'am, and 2 po.
Ay, yung number 1, nandun yung form din yan sa bid docs. Tapos yung number 2, pupunta po kayo dito. Galing po yan talaga, manggagaling po yan sa isang service po, isang department po dito sa CAAP.
Okay, noted po. Thank you.
So yung legal clearance issued po. Yes, ma'am.
Okay po. Sorry, doon sa training materials po ba, need na po ba isubmit during opening?
Hindi, pag ano na yung pag-training.
So, we will be... Okay, noted po. Thank you.
Sorry, hindi ko po ata napansin. Are we allowed to submit online for the bidding documents or we have to have printed materials delivered to your office?
So, sorry, hindi ko po narinig.
Pwede po ba kaming mag-send ng bidding documents online or everything has to be in printed format and sent to your office? Hello?
Hello. Ma'am, for the bid documents, it should be submitted physically po dito sa BAC Secretariat's office.
Okay, noted po. Thank you.
Okay, I think we have exhausted already the time allotted for this project. Again, let me just reiterate, the bidders, prospective bidders have the opportunity to submit your questions in writing until 10 days prior to the scheduled opening of bids. So, please do send any clarifications if there are any, and we will endeavor to reply to them as soon as possible. Okay. So with that, we look forward to your submissions. Let's already dismiss the bidders. Thank you so much for attending today's pre-bid conference, and we look forward to your participation on this bidding. Thank you. Please just await any bid bulletin that may be posted in the schedule or any changes to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.